Increasingly, we are seeing that kids are being driven to all of their destinations and that there's a greater reliance on motorized transportation in general. Kids just aren't walking, wheeling, biking around their communities like they used to. And by driving our kids to all of their destinations, we're setting the stage for unhealthy habits. Distance between home and the end destination, as well as safety concerns, have presented barriers to active transportation and have led to decreases in walking over the years. While a large proportion of Canadian adults agree that their neighborhood is safe for walking, increasingly we're finding that children are less likely to walk, bike, or wheel to neighborhood destinations without adult supervision. Road and neighborhood safety concerns, such as stranger danger, are often cited as barriers to active transportation. The child's age is also cited as a barrier to active transportation. However, as kids are getting older, we're actually seeing the daily amount of time spent walking decrease. For youth ages 15 to 17, we've seen a decrease in the overall levels of walking from 17 minutes a day to 11 minutes a day between 1992 and 2010. Distance between home and the end destination is the most common barrier to active transportation. Additionally, we're seeing that parents are driving their kids if they perceive it to save time or be more convenient. While barriers such as distance, safety, and even the child's age do exist, we have to step back and ask ourselves, are we driving our kids to unhealthy habits and less physical activity? Schools and policymakers also have a role to play. For example, schools can encourage biking by installing bike racks in highly visible areas. They can also facilitate the implementation of school travel plans and road safety education to help ensure active and safe routes to school. Policymakers at the municipal and provincial levels can enforce traffic calming measures around schools and parks. They can also engage their communities in joint planning to help make active transportation an easy choice for children and youth.
There are many ways to encourage active transportation. It's a responsibility of all of us, including parents. So as parents, we can encourage our kids to take the active way to get to and from school, help other parents supervise the kids to and from school, have the walking school bus, a cycling train, a bunch of families all walking together. It's a responsibility of all of us to make the active choice the easy choice every time. Active transportation can come in many forms. Essentially, it's non-motorized transportation. So for example, for kids, they can walk, cycle, wheel, inline skate, skateboard to and from school, their friends' homes, local parks. It's a great form of physical activity. So kids who are encouraged to get to their destination on their own steam actually have a higher probability of meeting the Canadian Physical Activity Guidelines, which is 1 hour physical activity per day. Active transportation is an accessible, cost-effective way to increase physical activity levels for kids in this country. So it's incumbent on us to get our kids out of the cars and encourage them to get to their destination in an active way. It not only increases physical activity levels and improves health, but it also fosters independence and helps create a sense of community.
Active transportation is an easy, cost-effective, accessible, and environmentally friendly way to increase the physical activity levels of children and youth, and it provides a number of health benefits. For example, if kids walk to all their destinations within a kilometre, they would accumulate on average an additional 2,200 steps per day. This translates into about 15 to 20 minutes of physical activity. That difference is enough for many kids in Canada, if added to their baseline physical activity level, to reach Canada's physical activity guidelines and the health benefits that go along with that. In addition to improving overall health, active transportation is associated with improved fitness, improved heart health, improved performance at school and academic achievement, provides greater socialization opportunities, and of course, by reducing car traffic, we reduce pollution and improve air quality and lung health. The Canadian Physical Activity Guidelines recommend that children and youth accumulate 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity each day. Active transportation is an important component of that. And in fact, research shows that when children are given their choice, they would prefer active transportation modes rather than being driven or taking a bus. For the past several years, there's been an increased use of cars and motorized transport, even for short trips. In fact, 58% of parents say that they walked to and from school when they were kids, whereas only 28% of their kids do that now.